Good morning. I'm Professor Preston, though I assume most of you will just refer to me as PP before the end of the semester. Welcome to my lecture. More broadly, welcome to Amateur Thought and Appreciation of the Universe, a little course of my own invention. I'm honestly a little surprised to see anyone showed up for this course considering it isn't worth any credit, but I appreciate the fact that more than half of you started leaving as soon as I mentioned that. Either way, any attendance is appreciated. This is my first lecture and my first time teaching. I very much appreciate any attention and feedback you can give this course. So, fucking YouTube, am I right? It's pretty great, created by 3 buddies and launched in 2005 with the sole purpose of sharing home videos. As a powerful mission statement, one of the founders uploaded me at the zoo, the very first YouTube video ever published. It was a 19-second video featuring Jod, one of the 3 founders, standing in front of an elephant enclosure, where he proceeds to make a dick joke.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really long fronts.
Did you know the original slogan for YouTube was "Broadcast Yourself"? You'd forget since it's not displayed on their homepage anymore, but it was a pretty revolutionary thing to tell people at the time. Broadcast yourself. Put yourself out there, get creative, or even just dick around on camera. Make a video of you and your friend pretending to be Mario and Luigi. Post your high school film class assignment that's a parody of Ocarina of Time. Make a video of you complaining about video games. Hell, just play video games and let people watch. I remember being a wee tyke watching all those different types of videos and thinking, wow, people made these. Not famous people or rich people, but just people. Sure, home movies have always been a thing, and so have indie films, but for the first time, anyone could make almost anything of any quality and put it out there for the whole world to see. Anytime I watched a goofy YouTube video, I felt a connection. These are just creative, bored people trying to pass the time or create a good time while sharing it with the world. And I always wanted to join them. Broadcast yourself. It wasn't just a slogan. It was a call to arms. I've spent most of my life watching YouTube and other internet content, and I dared to say the second half of my childhood was more defined by YouTube than anything else. Over the years, however, YouTube has changed. It's less of a Wild West now, and there's more infrastructure built in to help big media outlets thrive on YouTube than there are for those scrappy creators the site was originally meant for. It's past the early days where people excitedly listened to news of people making a living off of YouTube, now at the point where competition is so vast and fierce you'd be lucky to even get a handful of views. Yet, the original creative spirit that defined the website in its early days persists. Independent creators continue to create things. Some of it still charmingly shoestrings as in the past, but mostly evolved. There are legitimate, amazing works of art on YouTube, and many channels helping spread knowledge and wisdom the public deserves to have. Just when I think YouTube's creative scene is owned by just a few old faces, I see a new one emerge, with something fresh and exciting or mentally nourishing to offer. It's a big ocean. Many people have jumped in looking for treasure or even just fulfillment. For many, the sheer vastness of the YouTube ocean is a comfort. We're all in this together trying to get our voices out there, just screaming into the void. Personally, I find it more intimidating. What if my voice gets drowned out, or worse, heard but unoriginal? What if what I have to add to the ocean of content isn't valuable? What if what I bring to the table gets heard and seen and considered, but is ultimately a waste of time? There are hundreds of video essayists sharing their thoughts and feelings and just gushing about whatever interests them. What am I interested in? Do I really have anything of value to say about my interests? Will what I say have already been said 1,000 times before? Broadcast yourself. It's as intimidating as it is empowering. Put myself out there? For what? To be judged? To serve as a distraction, to potentially have my voice and scripts eaten up and shit back out by a robot as an example of how expendable I really am. I think of these things whenever I try to get into YouTube. But then I think back to the root of it all. Just a guy at the zoo making a dick joke. The guys who dressed like Mario and Luigi, those people who uploaded their high school project, and all of these other people just messing around in front of a camera. They never imagined being successful, and in a financial sense, a lot of them weren't. They had fun, they enjoyed it. They broadcasted themselves for the purpose of speaking at all, and maybe that should be enough. A lot of my favorite YouTubers will tell you that they didn't plan on making it big on YouTube, not at first. They did it as a hobby for fun. The making of the thing, the showing your courage and sharing it, was enough for them. Maybe that's what success on YouTube really is. Not play buttons or money or getting the chance to play video games with Jack Black, but the action of putting yourself out there without a care in the world. Perhaps the leap of faith itself is the point.
We're all just assholes talking to a camera.
I need to pee. This concludes our lecture. You'll find the study material I referenced in the description below, along with my Patreon. The college refuses to pay me for these lectures, so your contributions would be much appreciated. And until next time, does anyone know where the toilet is?
Cause when you get criticized by your peers, you turn your head, you plug your ears. No chance in hell, they're right and that you're wrong. It's cause you think you're like a god and that you're super, but you forgot you're just a fucking YouTuber. And when you get a big head, hey, it needs to be said, cause